Hello PongBot players, how you guys doing? Good morning. This is a special week for PongBot and I'm going to try to do this as quick as possible with less editing as possible, but you gotta understand as well, English is not my first language. Sometimes I miss word and I have to do all over again, but I'm gonna try my best. So there are a lot of people buying the PongBot Nova S Pro in this summer sale. So we got a 10% discount world store wide, and then you have the 5% discount with my coupon, but you gotta know just the basic settings. So I'm going to walk through a little bit and give you my opinion, my very honest opinion about the PongBot Nova S Pro and what I do in my daily basis with that. So first of all, to set up your PongBot, okay, and very simple, you just turn it on. Okay, I'm not going to show the whole process for you guys, but you just turn it on and technically, automatically, your remote control is going to connect with. So when the remote is the most basic way to start practicing with PongBot. So if you turn your PongBot and if you turn your remote on, it must connect automatically with. So in the remote, you're gonna have the very basic drills, the ones who are pre-programmed. So these drills, you are not able to change and adjust much. Okay, the only thing you can do with the pre-programmed drills and adjust the PongBot head. Okay, those things you can do it. And also, of course, you can change the drills you are doing. You can do any kind of drill. There's so many kinds. You have the simple drills, just one shot. You have combined drills where they do like a one underspin, one topspin, one towards your forehand, one towards your backhand. There's a few combinations as well with two balls. But also you can do the complex drills. There are 3 shots, okay, and you have like an tactical drill. So you can have a serve, you can have a opening, you can have like a topspin drive winner. There are so many combinations from backhand to forehand, short and long balls. Okay, this is the basics and this is the only thing you can do with the remote control. So that's the most basic ones. If you have some custom drills, that's a totally different story. For a custom drills, I would suggest you to use the app. We have the PongBot app where you can have infinity numbers of combinations and then you're gonna do according to your needs. What I mean is, if you are a student, if you are a player and you wanna practice certain types of drills with a very certain amount of spinning, certain point that you are struggling in the match, that you are trying to improve, you can set that in an app with the custom drills. That is a totally different story. So then you have to have, oh, I have my extra phone here that I do very often. So the one I'm using, my regular phone, I'm recording the video right now. But it's pretty simple. Well, it might be pretty simple because I've been using the robot for over 20 years. I used to have a very old style, very old-fashioned robot. Now I have the most advanced and I have to adapt myself with the app as well. But if you go to the custom drills, for example, you can have too many types of drills and you can plan, okay, the drill as best as you can to improve the skill you want. Or you want to improve a technique, or you want to improve the tactic, or you want to work on your footwork. There's so many things you can do with just the app and that's just the PongBot Nova S Pro. It's amazing. So there's so many variations, okay? And here you can do, like, for example, I'm going through the app because the custom drills that I want to show you doesn't have in a remote control, and the remote only feed balls in some specific points. Well, anyway, what I would like to show you you can do with the app and that most of the robots cannot is just act like a serve, for example. So I did a custom drills here just to have my PongBot serving like a underspin ball for you practice, for example, your push, or you can practice the flip. There are so many things. You can practice the footwork while approaching the ball. There are so many things you can do. So if you are a player, it's how you do it. So let me show you how the robot is going to adjust. So right now it's set to feed the ball towards the table like a serve. Bounce once in the side and jump the net and bounce to the other side. And this one is the top spin ball. Okay, so I'm gonna just change now for doing the underspin ball. And you're gonna see the ball being fed like a serve, like an underspin serve. And I'm gonna keep the ball, the robot, over here in this corner, just to show you how it is. We'll see if it works. If not, I'm gonna have to put in a proper position, which is set for the center of the table, which is the most common, by the way. So playing for the center is the most common for any table tennis robot. Let's go. Okay. Now you can see, oops, it's going out of the table. Let's adjust. Okay. It's pretty high frequency, so I have to adjust a little bit because you have to calibrate the robot sometimes. But you can see, let me stop here. I'm not gonna have balls enough to show you guys the exercise. But you can see the frequency I do. I can also adjust the frequency of balls. Here it was about like 50 balls per minute. I can diminish, I can go high frequency, less frequency. So this is just for practicing the serve underspin, actually the receive for underspin balls. Doing the push, doing the drop short, doing the flip, you decide which technique you'd like to practice most. But also, in general, okay, I have to say the PongBot, the most common position for any table tennis robot will be in the center. And let me just adjust here very quick for you guys. And let me show you where else you can do. So I'm gonna do like now, playing one ball to the backhand side, one to the forehand side. That's a similar drill like a serve as well. So let's see. Didn't work, so I'm gonna have just, it was my mistake here. Okay, let me add the combo and let me adjust the position. Now we're gonna put one towards the backhand and the second ball we're gonna be towards the forehand. I made a mistake, so when you do like that with no editing, that's what's happening. A little bit less speed, the ball is going to be too long. Let me adjust a little bit more. So you notice I can adjust the speed, I can adjust the spin, and I can adjust the frequency of balls, less or more frequency, and I can also adjust the height of the ball. So I adjust the angle, can be from 50 degrees down until 50 degrees up. So you can have a high ball like a smash, or you can have a very short and low ball. Okay, let's see how it goes. Let's see if I did the proper adjustments now. And let's start. Okay, I need some calibration. I'm going to adjust manually here, but I can adjust in the app. So right now it's set for position here on the backhand, position on the forehand over there. Okay, let me stop. I don't want to get out of the balls. Okay, but this is just one variation of the drills. Let me try one advanced drill now for you guys. Let me show you here. This is one exercise we did in one of our PongBot lessons on Saturdays. I'm gonna do it's a little bit more advanced. Let me go through here. Let me get one, which, okay. Let me find it. Give me some minutes. Give me a minute. Okay, I think this one is gonna be a good drill. Okay, now I have like this drill, I have 3 different types of shots. I have 2 balls towards the backhand side. The second ball, we're gonna be on the center. And the last shot, we're gonna be on the forehand side. I have those 3 shots that I adjust here for one of my students. I do online lessons and then I keep telling you if you need help, please contact me. But I have here some, this is one of the exercises I did for him, for footwork or short timing. Okay, I don't want to go to that deep. So let me save here. There's 2 balls towards the backhand, 1 ball to the center, 1 ball to the forehand side. Start. And there you can do it. 2, 1 ball to the center, 1 ball to the forehand corner. Oops, 2 in the center. Good. 2 balls backhand, 2 and 2. Great. Let me stop here. Did you notice now the angle of the robot is a totally different angle? So now it was not feeding like a serve. Now it was feeding like a real shot. Okay? And what I like most is not only the feature that I have, that I just angle, spin, speed, and everything else that I cannot do. One of the things that I like most of the PongBot Nova S Pro is because I can take it easy to anywhere. So it's very mobile. I can take this robot and the PongBot, I can take the Nova and put it just in my bag, and I can just carry the bag to my student's house. It's gonna help me a lot on my lessons. So how is helping me on my lessons, as some coaches keep asking me why do I use the robot a lot, is because when I'm coaching the player, and if I'm feeding balls for him to learn any kind of skill, I cannot see his feet. Sometimes I cannot fit his hip if he's moving properly or not. So, and I can also be very close to my students to adjust him, his angles, paddle angle, helping him to relax a little bit more. There's so many things you can do if you are closer to the player and if you have a PongBot serving and feeding balls for you. That's why I use most, because I can become much more effective. It's like having two coaches, one feeding balls and one helping the students, giving them motivations and everything else is needed to improve your skills. So anyway, one very important thing is very mobile. You just put in a bag and go anywhere to practice and also to teach your students. Another very important thing is that I can feed balls from any location on the table. So the game is not only from the center like most of the table tennis robots are. So the balls are not being fed like this. You don't serve like this. You don't get a serve from here. So in general, you get the serve from the backhand side. Okay, considering the guys are righty, the players are righty, he's going to serve from this spot. So if you want to simulate that, you just take the Nova S and you put it over here. And you adjust what kind of spin do you like, what kind of speed do you want, which location of the table would you like to feed. But the ball is coming exactly from the serve and the real situation of the game. So if you want to, for example, doing short balls, you can even put, oops, I turned it off. You can even put the PongBot very close to the net. And you're going to feed very short and very low balls for you. So any position, we have position from 1 to 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, short distance, close to net, medium distance, or even far away from the table. And you can adjust any kind of spin, any kind of speed. So this is a very short explanation for you guys. I can go even deeper, okay, but it's gonna take too long. I don't want to do that. So, and also you notice my Nova has an extension here. So these two parts are over here. I made it in a 3D print, and I can even share with you guys. It's a free project, so you can take it, but you can print this to get more balls. So I have two extensions here, and I can put in my PongBot about 450 balls. That helps in my videos because sometimes I don't want to stop. I don't want to continue doing the drill to show you guys the technique, or also helping you how to plan your lesson, how to program the PongBot to be effective on your practice, or if you are coaching a kid. So I did this, and the two extensions are the limit. If you put 3, you're gonna be in trouble because you're gonna have too much pressure and the ball is gonna get jammed on a PongBot. So 2 is enough if you need more balls, but I don't recommend that as well. Okay, you have to keep the PongBot, if you are just a player, and you have to keep the balls with natural dot. Okay, this is what the project asks. The engineers this developed just to be like that. We put an extension, and we are kind of taking a risk because you can damage your robot. I don't recommend that. But anyway, with the regular storage place on your PongBot, the Nova S Pro, you can put like around like 150 balls safely, and in a match, okay, you cannot, the rallies in general are between like 10 to 15 seconds, sometimes 30 seconds is a very long rally, okay, but it's the same thing when you practice. You cannot practice like 2-3 minutes on a row. So it's impossible. So we cannot handle that much exercise. Of course, depending which level of play you are. If you're hitting very soft, you might be able, but it doesn't make sense you go that long. So as coach, we and I used to do drills no longer than 40 seconds for most of my students. Okay, only when we are really trying to build the endurance, and then we might go long. This is too deep. Okay, forget it. What I'm trying to mean is, if you have less balls, Okay, if you practice for 1 minute, which is the minimum time you can adjust on your app, 1 minute, if you practice for 1 minute, and then you stop, and you take a break, and you pick up the balls, and you refill your volleyball. That is the best, and is what I recommend most, because we need some breaks, not only to rest, but also to regroup your mind, and then you continue improving. That little break, you can get some water, you can take a breath, okay, whatever you want, okay, and then you continue your practice. But it's important to have that kind of little break to refill your energy. So those are very important things that I like most on it. The mobility it has, but also a very, very easy way to transport also to the club, okay, to your friend's house if you want to show and practice with your friends, or to teach your students in their house or wherever they are playing. So I don't want to go deep because we have the PongBot lessons every Saturday for the PongBot Nova S Pro. And the week after, we always have the Omni S Pro, which is way more advanced. And I'm going to show you guys another time. But I think this is enough for you guys to have a clear idea. Okay? And for you who bought the Nova or Omni or the Halo, so if you need help, guys, so I'm here trying to help you how to plan your lessons, how to adjust the robot as a coach, exercises in a progressive way to help you to improve. So if you need help, send me an email. I don't charge for that. You're gonna be very nice, okay? And I'm gonna be a very friendly conversation. I can teach you how to adjust a little bit more. So, and this video is especially because some people are asking me how to set up the basic settings, okay? So, one more time, just turn it on, the remote, put some batteries on it, automatically you're gonna connect and you can start practicing right away with the remote, okay? For going more advanced, you need to connect the app and you need to plan your own drills, okay? As a player, you have too many drills pre-programmed. As a coach, you have to know exactly what your student needs, and then you're gonna plan the lesson according what the specific topic you want to work. Topspin, loop, drives, push, whatever you want to work, you are able to plan, but most important, more in the apps, okay? In the app you can do that. So I don't want to go more, okay? I have a tendency to talk too much because as a teacher, as a coach, you have a tendency to talk and try to explain as most as I can, but I don't want to go that deep. So hope you guys enjoy, okay? We have PongBot lessons, as I mentioned, every week, Saturdays. This week I did a little bit early, I did 2, because it's a special week. We wanna spread more the word about this. It's an amazing tool for anyone to learn. So I'll see you guys on the next one, and I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you get your PongBot as well. So thank you guys. See, I forgot one little thing. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Help us to spread more the word about the table tennis. And this is our mission, okay? Let's make the table tennis together more popular all over the world. Bye.